There's talk, in hindsight, that this is around the time when the quote unquote Kliq would start to, as Bigelow described, sabotage his career. He felt like they were shitting on his work to the powers that be, and it was obviously affecting his push. And he uses this match as an example of that. Do you think in hindsight, Bigelow was just being paranoid? Or was there some real professional jealousy that, politics were at play? Cause they are a thing.
It was actually both. And I think it was Bam Bam being overly paranoid. And it was also the Kliq giving him reason to be paranoid by telling him they were doing these things. Was Vince listening to it from the side of, oh my God, I've got to do something about Bam Bam? No, Vince liked Bam Bam and was continuing wanting to do something with Bam Bam. But I think that the Kliq and those guys kind of played into Bam Bam's paranoia.
Shawn Michaels is really going to turn around the same time as Bam Bam did. And I think he would even say even that overshadowed his turn. And he's going to continue this feud with the $1 Million Corporation, leading to a pay-per-view match against Henry Godwinn, who's trying out to be a member of the club here. And he gets his last pay-per-view win in the WWF at In Your House 2. He's going to lose to the British Bulldog on In Your House 3, and supposedly afterwards negotiates a release to end his contract with Vince McMahon early. What do you remember about how his run came to an end and what he was frustrated about? Or I know he finishes up after Survivor Series 95, putting over Goldust on the way out, but why was he looking to leave? It's not like wrestling's here in a boom in this era.
Yeah, I think that he was just kind of feeling and buying into the hype of, hey, the Kliq is really burying you and do all that he didn't feel that he had a way out. And I think that was one of those where Vince, and I even told him, it's like, Scott, just do your shit, man. Go out and do your job and stop worrying about what the boys are telling you, what the boys are stirring in your head. Go out and do your shit. I was like, I just don't think I can succeed here. And he wanted out. So the fact that he was that uncomfortable, wanted out that bad, led to Vince saying, okay, well, here you go.
Do you think Vince was, or perhaps Bam Bam thought Vince was disappointed in him, or maybe he was disappointed in Vince's, I don't know, it just feels like if you're working WrestleMania in the main event with a non-wrestler, and then on the heels of that, you're, I don't know, maybe a little lost in the shuffle. I just don't remember anybody main eventing a WrestleMania and leaving the company the same calendar year.
Well, I don't think he was lost in the shuffle. He was put into a place where he could have thrived, but I think in his own head, it was not going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had already convinced himself, well, this will never happen because they hate me. That wasn't the case.